Good evening, everybody. It is Tuesday, 7:05 in the p.m. My name is Dustin,
Hi guys, I'm Chandra.
and we are here to hang out with you.
I'm quieting my phone.
It is being...
Yeah, it's quieted.
How'd you get that thing? I've never seen that thing.
What thing? The volume thing?
Yeah,
Because I'm more special than you.
true. You would think
We
I...
both got the same phone, but mine, you just push the down button and then you hit the little three dots and it gives you the whole business.
Well, son of a gun.
I'm more tech savvy.
Well, I mean...
Probably not.
Live in
but,
this house and we'll find out.
Hey, don't be mean to me.
I'm not being mean to you. You're my best friend.
Yeah, you liar.
I'm a glutton for punishment.
Yes, he is. Thor is right here off camera. I can't move my arm to the right spot that way. And he's considering joining us. He just licked me a few times. Oh, don't lick my straw, you weirdo. And he's thinking about coming in here to say hi. How was everybody's week?
We've got air frying auntie, Miss Shauna herself. She says, hoping to nap off a headache, set my alarm. We'll see.
Well,
she is back. So
I hope the headache went away. Hope
she says,
feeling better.
No nap happened, but making tea. Yes to caffeinated tea.
Oh. There's a lady at my work named Rita, the charge nurse, and she makes the best chai tea. And I can't drink any of it because it's laden with sugar. But one day I took a cup and I just put a little, like a mouthful in it, and I tasted it, and it is awesome.
She makes the best tea.
Just regular tea.
She makes the best tea.
Just regular tea. I get it. Chai means the word tea, whatever. She makes the best chai. Anyway, but I can't drink it. I would probably drink gallons of it, but she uses like stuff that has a lot of sugar in it.
Sharon Holloway says she's treadmilling.
Nice. I've always considered getting a treadmill, but then I know me and I feel like it would just collect dust.
Or we'd put stuff on it.
And laundry. Dust and laundry.
Super Michael, the Mario Kirby fan, is here. Hello, hello. Thank you so very much for being here.
I like your name.
It's a lot. It's fun.
Yes, it is.
Lynn is here. Thank you so much for being here, Lynn.
Yes. This cat is being a weirdo today.
Charlie is here. Good evening, Charlie.
Do you want to say hi to the people? He's really not certain what he's doing today.
He's trying to clean himself, but sort of.
I don't know. He's just being really odd.
Lynn says, oh my, YouTube or someone unsubscribe me from your channel. The nerve. That just won't work. I resubscribed, of course. Well,
here's the one.
We appreciate you. And it does that sometimes, and not really like, but like not like unbeknownst, but beknownst to people, if that's a word. Is it? I don't know.
Unbeknownst.
No,
it's just announced.
It's just beknownst. Not unbeknownst, just beknownst. But if you don't click on videos or watch stuff from someone for a while, YouTube may do that to you. I know it will stop like putting like videos in your recommendations. Like if I don't click on a couple of videos of a creator, then they just kind of stop showing up in front of me. And then like the videos I do click on, I get more of that. And that slowly morphs your recommendations to what you've been watching instead of what you're subscribed to. So
yeah.
I
was thinking, because she said the nerve, about how our granddaughter says, how you dare.
It's true.
Yeah.
I'm getting licked right now by a cat.
I suppose it's better than getting licked by, I don't know, something else.
I mean, if there was something else in the house, we'd probably be upset about it.
Well, you're not wrong.
Hyla is here.
Or a squirrel or something, it'd be a problem.
Good evening, Hyla. Crafty and carnivore-ish.
Nice.
Hello, hello, hello.
Nice to see ya. There's the cat rear toward the camera.
It's almost
you can't see it.
It's almost a cat butt. Charlie said, tried listening to my body this evening and it said spam and eggs, so I obliged.
I'm sorry your body says such dirty things to you.
I got a can of spam in the pantry somewhere.
I don't know.
Well, it's the generic version of spam because it was actually cleaner, weirdly enough.
I don't want it. It sounds bad. It looks at me funny too.
Making
Calendula.
calendula from flowers. Anthony's brand. Well, hopefully Anthony makes a good tea.
Yeah. I got Wooter.
I've got poison. Delicious.
Maybe
poison.
that's why I'm so tired today. I haven't had anything except coffee and water to drink.
What else would you normally have?
An energy drink, the ice drinks.
Yeah, we haven't been buying those.
I know.
I thought about
Diet
buying
Coke, and I haven't had either.
I thought about buying them. I saw them at Walmart the other day.
I don't need them.
I know, but I still thought about it.
They are expensive and not good for me. But
it says I watch your stuff all the time, so I don't know what happened.
Sometimes I think YouTube just loses its mind. I watch things from my notifications from the channels that I watch, and it's in theory supposed to be in like date of like release date of the material, and inevitably I will miss something because the it will rearrange all of the dates on me, like they'll be in all crazy order. So I don't know what I don't know what YouTube does on the regular. I don't think they know what they do. Oh, I'm sorry. I've been very tired today. It was a long weekend and I worked Monday. So
it throws you off.
It throws me off and my body is very tired. I had 3 very busy long days. Not bad days, just very busy days. So I apologize if I yawn a lot. I also apologize if you do end up seeing the butthole of a cat because he is not being super cooperative at the moment. He could just lay down. He chooses not to. What do you want, bud?
Let me see. Where are we here? Brenda Foley's in the house. Good evening, Brenda.
How's it going? Thanks for coming in.
Lynn has nothing against cat butts. Until you've got one staring you down.
True. Okay, does anybody here watch Bob's Burgers? Because there was an entire episode about one of the characters painting cat butts as her art.
That was Linda's sister.
Yes, it was hilarious. And I feel like I really need a cat butt painting in my house. At the same time, I know it's terribly offensive to some people.
Anybody who paints, just send us one.
Yeah, just send us a cat butt.
Just randomly to our P.O. box.
Yes.
There's a cat butt.
A painting, not an actual butt. We don't need one of those.
That would be awkward.
We have 3 cat butts. We don't need more.
Shauna's like, there's generic spam. It's great value. It's the Walmart spam.
You know what? Walmart makes some good crap. I know they're a terrible company and I shouldn't support them. But man, they make some good stuff.
But their brand stuff oftentimes is cleaner. Like when you're looking at like bratwursts, like I love every once in a while just getting some beer brats. Their brand is cleaner than Johnsonville.
Johnsonville has a texture.
It's a weird, I don't know. And yeah.
It has a texture. It had like that skin on the outside is so thick. It's like chewing through rubber to get to the sausage. It's not good.
Sausage in your mouth. Hello, Sherry.
Hi there. Oh.
Let's see here. California, rain, sun. That sounds like Indiana.
No.
Well, here it's like sun, 60s, 20s, 30s, 20s, 70s, 20s.
Yeah, but that's Indiana. It's always been that way. Doesn't change.
Parent family is here. Good evening to you.
Thank you for joining.
We do appreciate you so very much. Yeah, we're going to ask if the headache went away. Yeah.
Hopefully it did. She said the things that are growing are trying to kill her. That happens with a lot of people, that allergies mess. I, knock on wood, have not developed allergies at this stage in my life.
My allergies went away for the most part.
They improved drastically after going keto.
Yeah.
Because he used to take like fistfuls of freaking Benadryl and like toxic levels.
I probably should have died.
Yeah, well, dude, taking 5 and 6 at a time, that's just not okay. Don't do that.
4 at a time, 5 times a day, not recommended.
Do not do that.
Nope.
That is bad for your body. That is bad for your liver. Do not do that.
Hi, this is Timmy. My dad, Jaheel, is in the bathroom, and I stole his phone. Question: what are your favorite movies? Mine is Pinocchio because it's about a real boy like me.
Sure it is, Timmy. Sure.
Oh my goodness.
Jaheel, you are just hilarious. If I haven't told you lately that I love you. I do. I think you're awesome. And Timmy, your imaginary son, is just fantastic.
What's that movie AI where he brings home the fake boy?
I don't think I saw that.
It's like Haley Joel Osment. He's a fake boy, and he lives for thousands and thousands of years.
That makes sense.
Like
He's
long after like humanity's gone. He's just like literally sitting like at the bottom of a frozen lake for 1,000 years. Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
Never saw it.
It was like half Kubrick. Like Kubrick did the first half, and then it got picked up by Steven Spielberg, and you can almost see like where Kubrick ends and Spielberg begins. It's such a strange movie. If you haven't had a chance to watch it, don't.
It sounds weird, not like anything I would like.
I mean, it's a decent movie, but
strange concept.
Droopy eyes.
Yeah.
What wasn't that a Hall & Oates song? Droopy eyes.
No.
Watching you.
Droopy was a dog, a cartoon dog.
I know.
He was really cool. Yeah. I liked him a lot.
Yeah, it was a good one.
I love how you all are so welcoming to Timmy.
The real boy, everybody.
Real boy.
He's for real.
Oh.
Gotta go cooking bacon. Have a good night. Thank you for being here, Hyla.
Enjoy your bacon. We hope it's delicious.
Yeah. Oh, I need to put a pound of bacon in the oven tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that means I'll be having heartburn tonight.
If I share it with you.
That's fine. It's fine either way. Although I do. The worst part is like really liking something and then not being able to eat it. Like, okay, I know we all have to deal with that because we're keto, right? So if you love Dunkin' Donuts, sorry, Charlie, it's not involved. But bacon is like on the list of approved things to eat, and I can't eat it. I do. I hate it. It hurts me. It fights me. It's so mean to me.
I want to make that
delicious.
I want to make that pork belly thing.
What pork
belly? Where like you cut it in like an accordion style.
Yeah.
And you deep fry it, and then you cover it with like sweetener and cinnamon.
I would try it.
Oh,
yeah. I would regret it.
Like basically like pork belly churros.
I would try it, but I bet I would regret it.
I can just cut it into little pieces and toss the crunchy pieces in butter and then sweetener and cinnamon.
Yeah.
And just oh yeah.
We can try it.
I'll have to go to get it. I'll have to go get some pork belly from Costco this week or next week or whenever you want me to.
Yeah, one of these days. Maybe on a Tuesday.
Jaheel, we love you both. We love you both. Both you and Timmy.
Yes.
And that's AI. That's the real name.
wink, nudge, know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, favorite movie. I think we've talked about that. My favorite is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I would watch it. Doesn't matter the season, all the time. Love it.
I love movies, but I try to think about movies we all have those movies that, and it shifted now because we don't have cable anymore. So like we don't just stumble onto something anymore.
Right.
Like you're not just flipping the channels and like all of a sudden some movies on you can't turn off. Because there were those movies where if you would come across one in the middle, you would just finish it. You had to.
Yep.
Depending, like even if you even ones where you'd watch it on regular TV, if it was all edited and
commercials
and commercials,
still leave it on. Yeah.
That's the thing is we don't really have commercials.
I feel like Die Hard was one of those movies.
Die Hard.
Like you just would, and you'd be like, "Oh, John McCain, he's staying on."
That's John McClane.
Shut up! I was close enough.
John,
McCain was
McCain,
presidential candidate and a senator, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, look, I'm a little bit political. I know things.
Do you drink and know things?
I do not drink and know. Well, I drink water and know things.
Mm-hmm.
I know some things, not many. A few, a handful. But yeah, I feel like that was. I'll also put on any of the Harry Potter movies and just let them roll in the background. I don't have to watch them. Just turn them on. And we've already talked about in the past how I like Halloweeny movies, but not the scary kind. The like campy, fun.
QB Halloween.
Okay, I watched that. That was not great. That was not great. Adam Sandler has put out some bangers throughout the years, and that is not one of them.
All killer, no filler.
That one was not great.
So, Mr. Angel.
Although that new movie that came out this Halloween, where she went back in time,
that was pretty good.
that was cute. That was not an Adam Sandler movie, but that was cute.
What,
I can't remember what it's called.
I don't know.
Something about Teen Scream or
something like that. Where
Anyway,
they try to make like modern day movies have the feel of like 80s movies.
yeah, it was really cute.
Mr. Angel wants to be cremated in a bacon coffin.
Nice. Well, now can you really be cremated in the bacon coffin? Because then you're destroying the bacon too. I would feel bad for the bacon. Maybe just be on display in a bacon coffin and let people come up and snack.
Just have a whole buffet of bacon sticks and have like different dips like guacamole and other things you can dip bacon into, like donkey eggs.
I agree that I would like to be cremated though. And there used to be this like meme that went around that showed like skeletons from the Day of the Dead, and it said my last chance to be smoking hot is to be cremated. That's mine. Oh, my last chance for a smoking hot body is to be cremated.
Yeah,
that's what it said. Yeah. That's how I feel.
My favorite movie is a 2008 miniseries called Alice. Super hard to find and buy on DVD and Amazon. I had to buy it on DVD and Amazon. Or you could have just went to the internet.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Not everything. Okay, everything's on the internet, but not everything's on the internet.
Because sometimes, like tonight, we're doing the Tom Hanks movie from 1984 on Toxic Tuesday. We're doing Bachelor Party, and I could not find that. It's not streaming anywhere. Like not Amazon. You couldn't rent it. Couldn't find it anywhere. So luckily somebody had it on their Google Drive.
Yeah.
So I was watching it on my computer at 1.25 speed.
He said everybody was talking really fast.
Well, that was when I had it at 1.5 speed. I know some people watch YouTube videos and like I remember trying to listen to podcasts at 1.2 speed.
I can't. My brain, when it comes to people talking, I check out. Lady Hawk. I don't know what that
I've
movie
never
is.
heard of Lady Hawk.
No.
And I don't think I've heard of Excalibur either.
I think I've heard of Excalibur, but I don't think I watched it. I feel like
I don't know. Asking me what my favorite movie is like asking me what my favorite album is, like, or my favorite band. It really just depends on the time of day.
I also like Practical Magic. And I like, what's the one? Oh, the one about the star that falls from the sky.
Stardust.
Yes, Stardust. Okay, I have a bunch of favorite movies.
Robert De Niro's character in that is amazing, by the way.
Robert De Niro is an amazing actor in general, but that is a stellar performance. But I like so many movies. I don't know. It is hard to pick one.
Oh, and plant those eggplants on my ashes. So I posted a thing today. Did you see it?
No.
It's like these flowers, but they're fried eggs.
Uh-huh.
And they're just fried eggs growing out of the ground.
Nice.
Yeah. It's called eggplant.
Love it.
It's better than Eggplant Friday, I guess.
Okay. Okay. Too much information, but you guys have to know this. Several years ago, when that phrase came out of Eggplant Friday,
I'm sure Jaheel knows.
Somebody didn't know what it was. Well, I didn't know what it was, but you didn't really know either.
Oh, I knew exactly what it was.
So
that's why I sent it to you.
He looked it up and was like, I feel so deflated. Eggplant Friday is so sad. And I'm like, why? And he's like, I will never be able to have Eggplant Friday. Like, I don't fit. One of these things is not like the other. It's like Eggplant Friday makes me want to cry. Anywho.
Anyway.
If you don't know what it is and you Google it,
like so
we're sorry.
Just like, okay, so when we first met, she had one of those feature phones, which is not like a smartphone.
Motorola Razr Flip.
And that's not what you had.
Wasn't it?
You had some other little phone that didn't flip. It was like a candy bar.
I had a pink flip phone.
It wasn't a flip phone. It was a candy bar phone thing you had at first.
I don't know.
Anyway, so I would text her, and I had a BlackBerry. I had a BlackBerry Bold 9000. Super legit phone.
Fancy.
I love that phone. Anyway, I would text her and I would send her heart emoji, like I send her a heart. But this is before emoji, so it was like she was like one day she was like, "What is less than 3? We can't figure it out. What's less than 3?"
I had my kids look at it too, and they were like, "I don't know what he's talking about. What is that?" And I was like, "I don't know."
Her and her best friend couldn't figure it out. I'm like, it's a heart.
It didn't look like a heart. It looks like less than 3.
Let's see if I can do it on here. They'll probably just make an emoji.
Probably.
But this is what like less than 3 looks like.
Yeah. It does not look like a heart.
Tell me that looks like a heart.
It looks like less than 3.
How do I make a poll on here?
Nobody likes you.
Like, can I make a poll on here? I'm pretty sure I can.
Well, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
It's less than 3. And he would send it to me all the time. And I was like, what is this? Why are you sending me this? What is it you want?
James is texting me.
Well, why isn't he on here?
I don't know. Let's find out.
You text him back and say, where are you at?
I don't know why James is texting us while we're on live instead of being in the chat with us on live. James.
I love how the fans in the background. Anyway.
Yeah. All right. We got to see what.
Yeah,
Jill says, "Oh my God, that Halloween movie with Sandler. I feel like he should pay me for wasting my time." Didn't laugh once at all. I was shocked at how bad it was.
It's really bad.
Like the puking scenes, he was just driving me. That was hilarious, though.
The other one that he did that was there were 2 of them. The bedtime stories one was not good either. And then there was one that he did where he played his own sister. It was like Janie and Jack or Jack and Jill.
Oh, Jack and Jill.
Oh, it was horrible.
I never watched that. That looked terrible.
Just bad. But he made a lot of good movies back in the day, but not now.
He still I still need to see, there's that astronaut movie coming out soon where he's in space and he's talking to
a spider.
An alien thing. But if you guys haven't seen Uncut Gems, that movie is phenomenal.
I hate that movie.
It's just because then it's an anxiety fest. So if you're prone to anxiety, don't watch it. But it's a great movie. I'm usually
prone to anxiety, but it made me so frustrated and angry. It was a bad movie.
It was a good movie if it elicits that kind of response.
No, it's a terrible movie if you want to shut it off and walk away. Movies are intended to make you want to sit and watch them. Not that one. Anywho.
She said it wasn't on the internet. I bet we could find it.
I don't know.
Torrents. Anyway, oh my God, 2 classics.
Yes.
This me laughing at 1.75 speed is hysterical. A BlackBerry phone. I forgot all about those. Yeah. Because they had 2 CEOs and neither one of them understood what cell phone people wanted. They were like, nobody's going to want an MP3 player on their phone. Nobody's going to want. It was basically like email and talking is all they thought people would want. And then like, no, we want it all. And then they couldn't keep up. Because once iPhone came out and once Android really kind of got its stride, nobody's been able to, not even Palm couldn't keep up. Yeah, so. See, looks like a heart. Charlie's on my side.
And 3. I could not figure it out. It was starting to really irritate me because he would text it all the time. And I was like, what is this? What is he trying to tell me? What is this language?
I should have known better. If she couldn't figure that out.
Well, and you have to figure out first and foremost that I didn't text people. I didn't have anybody who knew how to text. Like we didn't text. Your phone was to call in case of emergencies. Because I grew up where the phone was attached to the wall. And then
we're 19 days apart.
When I got a cell phone, nobody else had a cell phone except for my family members. And you called them in case of emergency.
See what I got to put up with? And she's more technologically advanced than me.
I didn't have MySpace. I didn't do any of those things.
I utilize MySpace to my advantage.
You picked up chicks.
What do you want from me?
Just saying.
You know?
Keyboard warrior.
Mm-hmm. If it wasn't for like AOL chat rooms, I wouldn't even be able to type.
Yeah.
I think it looks like a heart, but maybe because I know it's supposed to be a heart.
Yeah. Back in the day, I had no idea what it was.
The good old days.
See, I've seen that before. And when I first saw it, I was like, what the hell is that? Now I get it. I know what it is. It took me a while to catch on.
About everything.
I don't like you.
Oh.
Yeah.
See?
I just never, these things did not occur to me.
I never thought of less than 3.
It just,
Because then I was confused. She was like, what's less than 3? You text me less than 3 all the time. I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. She got more frustrated with me.
I just didn't know what it was supposed to be. But this was when this technology was new.
It was 2011.
It was new to me.
The iPhone came out in 2007.
I never had an iPhone. I have never owned an iPhone. My children had iPhone 4s. They were awful. We never went back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Stacy is here, dear. She says, hello, Keto Simple World.
Hi, Stacy. You picking on me too about less than 3. I'm telling you what. I didn't know what it was. I didn't have anybody who texted other than you.
30 minutes on the treadmill.
Woo!
All right. Give her a round of applause, everybody. Let's do it.
Around. See.
All right. Next week, she won't be here.
I don't like you. Next week, I won't be here. I'll be at Goodwill. Ugh.
You might.
I just might actually. I don't know. I haven't decided.
Go tomorrow.
When?
When you drop the girl off to school.
I can't.
Why?
Because I can't guarantee that I'm going to get there on time to pick her up. We had this conversation just last week.
I know.
He doesn't listen when I speak.
I do listen.
No, you don't.
Just.
It's okay.
Oh my God.
I don't expect you
We're
to.
going to get there. Jahil says, I just Googled eggplant Friday. How is that a thing I never heard of?
Oh my God, that's amazing. Like I said, if you Google it and you don't know what it is, we're sorry. If you're Jahil, you're welcome.
And all the people who are like, oh, gray sweatpants season.
Oh no, you're going to learn today. You're going to learn today. Oh.
Brett's in the house. Hello, Brett.
Thank you for coming.
Just in time.
Yeah, we're talking about.
Oh, honey, I love you more than 2, but less than 3.
You guys are so mean sometimes. It's okay. It's fine. I'm an adult. I'm a grown up.
Oh, goodness. I love it so much.
Anyway.
Oh, Mr. Angel wins today. The competition is on. I might cry a little bit.
Nobody likes it. Cry about eggplant Friday, okay?
All these people here are like, why would you even bring that up? You know, I am working on an after dark thing, but I don't know how after dark the after dark is going to be. Probably
considering we're already dark as we are.
It's dark outside now.
I know.
It's always dark.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I didn't follow. Oh, this is a good one. Being a great day.
I'm sorry. Oh. I can't see. Oh my goodness.
I don't think we need an after dark show. I really don't. I think we're good.
Way to change the subject there, Charlie. Kroger has $5.99 a pound brisket slabs on sale right now.
Yes, good change.
Sherry, I just Googled it too.
He was upset because he'll never be able to participate.
Less than 3. That's rude. Scientific advances every day. Every time I see an eggplant, I think of the scene in the movie Conehead.
Oh, I haven't seen that in so
Oh, they would just
long.
chew on condoms.
Yeah, but I
Chewing gum.
haven't seen that in so long. We need to watch that
Oh,
again.
man.
Oh.
I think your reactions are funny enough. I will not Google.
You know, at your leisure, on your own free time, when there's nobody around you. Not at the
like in the
office.
car at a stoplight, whatever.
Not at the office. It's a no for the office. Don't do it.
Hashtag less than 3 eggplant Fridays.
Oh my goodness.
But it's like, I just hashtag it, and then what? I just get bombed. I need to do more research later for science.
You're the highlight of my life.
Okay.
All right, we definitely need to change the topic.
Lynn's like, I'm officially afraid to Google it. Oh. I'm a freaking old lady. Watch my heart. I love you, Stacy.
Oh my God, you guys are amazing.
Oh.
With that product, but now I feel like I want to Google that one and see what it
I
does.
typed eggplant freak day. Darn it, autocorrect. I hate the internet so much right now. Those poor eggs.
Oh, definitely. Oh.
I might have to start eggplant seeds tomorrow. Yeah, you'll never look at that plant again the same ever. Oh, my glasses are fogging up.
I mean, you guys, this is so much fun tonight.
Oh, laughter is the best medicine. It cures what ails you. Allegedly. I am not a doctor or a healthcare professional.
Right.
Oh. We actually bought some when we were in Colorado. We had a can of it. Oh man.
Yeah, the first time we went.
No, this is the third time we went.
Did we buy some then? Too?
Yeah, we didn't buy it the first time. We bought it the third time. Yeah, we
okay, your memory is better than mine, so we'll go with you.
Yeah. The first time I had a lot of trouble in Colorado because I was overweight more than I am now.
Yeah.
But I was like over 400 pounds in Colorado. And then the second time
he was gonna die.
And then the second time we went back was a lot better. I was fine. We like went to the top of Pikes Peak and I was fine. Third time we went was just like last year or whatever, or the year before last. And I was like, I had a lot of trouble. Whoo. Neely, don't do it. Just
you don't want to know. You're good.
Oh, that would make me feel so bad. I'm like, just oh my goodness, rare. Danny says
we apologize for the question you're gonna run into.
Oh yeah, 30 minutes late, catching up 1.75 like always. Oh my goodness gracious. Thank you for being here, Danny. Yeah,
yes,
this is
Millie, yes.
Definitely an interesting evening for sure. Let's see. Quit thinking eggplants and your glasses will quit fogging up.
I love it. This
oh
is awesome.
My goodness gracious. So my weight loss life says, how's everybody doing tonight?
Well, we're all feeling just a little silly, I guess.
We're having a good time.
Yes, having a good time.
We're just two people and we're having a good time. Having a good time. Just don't Google things.
Right.
Like Lynn finally broke down and she couldn't handle it, so she Googled it.
Nice.
Well, another one bites the dust.
We're sorry. Whatever you Google, you're Googling at your own risk.
Oh my goodness gracious. Give me a drink.
You dying over here.
I ran out of my drink. This is our you could like I put it in the dishwasher. I probably shouldn't, but I did anyway. But this is our Walmart Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
So we're cool. We're one of the cool kids.
It doesn't hold ice as well as their like regular Ozark Trail ones.
Yeah.
Like the non-handled regular ones, it stays forever cold. But this one
Yeah.
It's fine because it has a handle. It's nice. It holds plenty of water, but it does the ice melts in it. It's not
Yeah.
as good quality.
How
as
does
their other
people's
stuff.
Stanleys hold up? Do they hold like because like our 32-ounce cups, like the Yeti style cups, they'll hold ice all night and then be cold throughout the rest of the next day.
Right.
These are warm the next morning, like just
Well,
6 hours.
They get melty quick.
And then they're warm like already. Like
Yeah.
they don't hold, they're not as insulated as well.
Yeah. Well, and the regular Ozark Trail like Yeti style cups, they'll hold ice forever and they're cheap. They're $10 a piece.
Mm-hmm.
This one I got 2 of them on clearance for $10 a piece, but they originally I think were like $16 each.
Yeah. But they're $20 or $45 at Dick's for the real thing.
Yeah, for the real Stanley one. And I don't know if anybody else knows it, but you can buy generic or not generic. You can buy real branded Stanley steel vintage thermoses at almost every Goodwill. Almost every Goodwill has them. You can find them everywhere. They retain very little, if any, value, like the old school ones that people who would
build skyscrapers.
Build skyscrapers, the guys in the picture in the skyscraper, that skyscraper painting picture, whatever it is, the really famous one. They all had those Stanley thermoses that they would drink their lunch soup out of. You can get those at any Goodwill. They're usually like $5 a piece. And they work probably better than the new ones. But you may or may not get lead poisoning. Just saying.
Danny, please don't play this in fast speed. Slow speed might be needed. Shauna says my Temu, not Stanley, works great.
Yeah. I'm scared I'm not scared. I don't want to download Temu, whatever, because I don't want to spend that kind of money because I know me. And when it's like, but it's only this much.
It's 48 cents.
I'm going to buy 30 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm broke. The other thing is that I just don't want to buy into the poor, like quality stuff.
You can buy the same stuff on Amazon.
Yeah, I know that it's not all poor quality, but it's sort of that like Wish used to be. You never know what you're going to get.
Wish, yeah.
Yeah, you might get good stuff.
I'm still waiting on a couple orders from Wish.
And I just don't want to spend my money that way. And I don't know. I'm not scared of it. I just know I'm going to spend more than I should spend. And I'm concerned that I'm going to be disappointed when I get whatever I get. Not that everything is junk, but some.
Charlie says, when my family moved to Indiana, my dad was afraid to Google cornhole for long. It is an unfortunate name.
It is a bad name.
It's a poor choice of beanbag, whatever.
Beanbag toss.
Yeah. I mean, like people were like, I don't even know how long cornhole's actually been a thing, but I've only known about it for maybe 15 years, 10 years.
I lost the little red nub on the end of my teeth.
Rude.
Well, I hope you can all still hear
We'll
me.
find it. It's just keeps the wind. Don't do that.
Sorry.
But yeah, I just never knew like what cornhole was. I mean, I'm not very good at it anyway. Lynn says my Stanley bragging stays cold well into the next day, but I use those reusable ice cubes that last longer than ice.
Those are smart. I used to get those when the kids were little, but they would get lost and then they would kind of like play with them and I would never find them again. So we stopped buying those. Yeah. They're not reusable if you never find them. One of the cats is allergic to something.
They're just sneezing. Yeah. Stacy says I'd never heard of cornhole until I moved to Ohio.
Yeah, it's very Midwestern.
I don't think I even really heard of it until we were down in Tennessee one time. We were down in, not Tennessee. We were in Greenville, Kentucky, Bowling Green, Kentucky. And like they were like, all these people were like, there was like a tournament going on. I'm like, wait, what's happening? There's a tournament of this game? What? Yeah.
I know when I was a teenager, we would play it, but I don't think anybody called it cornhole.
We played lawn darts.
A game. Like, hey, I've got this stuff in the yard. Let's play.
Shauna says she didn't download it. She just uses the website. Temu and Shein pay their employees. Yeah, that's the thing. Is like they just pay so little.
Well, and I bought one thing off of Shein or whatever it's however you say it. Maybe 2 years ago, I bought swimsuits off of there just to try them out. They were cheap. I was like, meh, I'll try it out. They were the worst quality forever. And like, I've always bought my swimsuits at Walmart. So like, if your quality is worse than Walmart and it's about at least the same price, if not more, then forget it. I'll go to Walmart. It's right next door and I can try it on first. But they were such bad quality. And for a larger girl, if you're going to buy a swimsuit online, you need to make sure it's going to hold things. This was not appropriate for public. It was just not okay. So the Shein brand, no.
Sherry says she watched a doc on the Temu, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Well, I watch a lot of fashion stuff, and Shein paid a lot of YouTubers and influencers to go and tour their facilities and talk about how great the products were and everything. And I guess a lot of those YouTubers and influencers really took a lot of heat because they like all the news stories about it highlighted how bad a company Shein is and how they basically use a new age type of slave labor. So, and their quality of materials and everything is really bad.
But we have to understand that stuff happens in our country as well.
You're not
probably not something that I want to discuss necessarily on here, but a lot of our food products, a lot of our clothing products are made by people in our own country who are American citizens who make like 17, 18, 19 cents an hour.
Yeah. Well, I was just watching Philip DeFranco. I don't know if you guys know who he is, but he does news on the internet.
He's basically one of the original YouTubers.
Right. And he did a story. Now I'm way behind. So it may have been several weeks ago, but he did a story about child labor and how in the United States, most of the roofing companies use child labor to do a lot of roofing.
Here?
In the United States. Yes.
Weird.
Use a lot of child labor for roofing, and they get paid more to do the more dangerous jobs. And so kids will either lie about their age or whatever, and the people who hire them subcontract out so many subcontractors that they don't really know what they're getting anyway, and they don't care as long as the job gets done well, and gets done cheap. So a lot of children are doing this extremely dangerous work because they earn, they get enough money that they can live because they're in poverty. So I was watching it. I was just sort of like, wow. Because when I was a kid, to work at all, you had to have so many permits and whatnot. But if you're getting paid under the table, who's going to?
Mr. Angel says do not Google without adult filter on. And talking about she loved jarts. Good old, what was it called? Jarts lawn darts.
Oh, yes.
And I guess they were pork belly earrings on Temu.
That would be interesting.
Let's see.
Can you eat them?
I don't think so. Would you want to eat something that came from like that far away on a container ship?
Probably not.
Like, I love our pork belly earrings. I bought a ton of stuff. I've looked at a lot of stuff, right? So I've downloaded it before. I've removed it from my phone, but it's like, right now you get 100% off. And it's like, but how? I don't know. Then like there's a bunch of stuff like I would look at, like most of the things I wanted. I was looking at the like the soundproofing tiles because you can get like 30 of them for like $8.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. Things like that I wanted that I would look up.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I thought we were having more fun earlier on.
Yeah. You want to talk about eggplants again?
Well, I mean, just more fun topics. So kind of so out of nowhere is the title of tonight's live, out of nowhere.
Oh my goodness,
so
yes.
About a year and a half ago, well, 2-3 years ago, we've been dealing with, since we had our refrigerator, our ice machine stopped working in our refrigerator.
Mm-hmm.
And so it went on and on and on, and it would like intermittently work here and there, and we would just hit the button, it would release
a couple of
cubes. We'd hit the button again, and it would release a couple of cubes. And then finally, after Neely, if she's still here, she did a review on a countertop ice machine. We didn't buy that one. We got one. It was like Black Friday, like $70.
Yeah.
And so we've been using that for about 6 months now, or a year probably, right?
Yeah, I think it's been a year.
About a year maybe.
Yeah.
And just the other day, she goes over to check the freezer for some reason. What did you pull it out for?
Okay, so I was going to get the ice out of the ice maker, but it was just little bitty nubs. It needed cleaning.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, shoot. So I went ahead and I was like, well, maybe there's another 1 or 2 ice cubes left in the freezer, because not often, but sometimes it would make ice. So I opened the stinking thing and it is full to the top with ice.
Yeah.
This thing has not consistently made ice in probably 4 years.
Yeah.
Like, it would make ice maybe or maybe not. You never really could decide. And then it made ice and it's like full all the way to the top, and it's continued to make ice ever since.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
the
know what
weirdest
happened.
thing. It's so weird. It's so random. And like all of a sudden, because like, we don't really know how often to clean something you buy like that, right? Like our coffee maker will start blinking at us when
It'll
it's time to
tell
clean.
you when to do stuff.
It's like, please clean us. And then
Right.
this thing started making like, it makes like the bullet bill shaped ice cubes.
The
So-
countertop one does.
Yeah, the countertop one makes like the bullet bill shaped ice cubes. There's like a hole in the middle.
Mhm.
Well, not all the way through, but it's like shaped round on one end and flat on the other.
Right.
And then it started making these little teeny tiny ones. So I
Just
put it like
nubs.
put it on self-cleaning mode. It was fine. Rinsed it out.
Right.
And then, but she found out there was all this ice, and I still have been getting ice for a couple of days now. Now, once
That's
we get
weird.
used to it, it'll stop.
Probably, most likely. My ideal situation.
Yeah, Mr. Ranger, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. He's got
Thank
to
you
run.
for coming.
Yeah.
Thanks. Thanks for joining in our odd combo today.
Yes.
And all the giggles.
Yeah. Ah, son of a biscuit eating something.
You didn't need that finger. You okay? You bleeding?
Cat-
Wow. He
cat
got
just-
you good.
He got me real good. Mm.
On the good finger, and nonetheless.
Ah.
Oh, Jackie, you missed some fun times. You need to watch it from the beginning.
Yeah, Jackie.
You would love it. It is
Hello.
hilarious.
Hello. Speaking of that, we watched Mary Poppins again today.
Again today. But the ice maker is now fully functional. Ideally, they both won't die at the same time. But knowing my luck, they will.
But it's like ice is just one of those things. And like the funny thing is we've got our middle child who refuses to even acknowledge ice as a thing.
So weird. He said, now I know that's not weird. There's a lot of places around the world that don't use ice, but it is weird for a Midwestern child who has grown up here his whole life and always had ice in his drinks to just be like, I don't do ice at all. He doesn't serve people ice. He doesn't offer it. He doesn't use it. It's just weird. I don't know. Love the kid. He's a weirdo. I think he got it from me. Just saying.
Well, I'll ask him for because he works at a fast food restaurant that has a no sugar root beer. I'm like, can you bring me some of that when you come over at night if he's coming over after work, and he'll bring me some without ice. And I'm like, and it's not even cold anymore.
He just doesn't ice.
It's like it comes out of the machine cold.
He does not ice.
Yeah, it's so weird.
He is an odd bird.
Jackie said she got sidetracked, found out only some people can post compound bows on Marketplace.
Oh.
So are you one of the people who cannot?
I'm sure there's some sort of law about how to sell it because it is a weapon. I don't know the law, but I know there is some sort of law. Somebody brought up jarts earlier, the lawn darts. They've actually been outlawed. There's a federal
like 1987.
There's a federal law against it. And I figured that out when I bought some from an auction company here in Indiana, in Indianapolis, and went to list them on eBay and was told, no, those are illegal. You cannot even own them. So I don't know what we did with them, but I don't have them anymore. I think they got sold at a yard sale. I don't know. You can sell the box, the empty box.
Long story short, don't wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Google eggplant Fridays.
Right.
Oh my goodness. Let's see. But you get more if they don't put ice in it. You can add your own ice. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. But even at home, he doesn't ice things. Like if I'm doing something or whatever, and he's like, oh, I'm going here. Do you want me to get you anything? I'm going toward the kitchen. Can I get this, that, or the other for you? Yeah, sure. Would you grab me a cup of water? He will bring me flat water, no ice. I'm like, this is my house. You know, I drink ice in my water. What are you doing here? But, okay. Jackie's asking if eBay would be a good place to post it. You are going to have to search the laws about it. I do not know. There is a specific way because it is a weapon, you need to look into the legality of it. It probably would. You probably can, but you have to look into what responsibility you have.
It'll probably depend on like how many pounds of a pull it has and all that weird stuff.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Because like you can find them out here right now. You can find a
right, but you also don't know who's selling those, if they're individuals or stores.
Right. Yeah, I don't know which ones are good or whichever ones, but they're like.
So for instance, let's say it was a different type of weapon, like a handgun or a knife. Knives are appropriate to sell depending on the style, but they can only be sold in certain places. Handguns need to go through an FFA to sell online.
FFL.
They don't have letters.
FFA. They don't have to worry about flying.
FFL. Shut up. I knew there were letters and there were 2 F's at the beginning. Close enough. FFU.
Jackie is now. You're so. We're on one tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. Can't help it.
Jackie is now Googling, is what Stacy says.
Yes.
Let's see. I have a counter ice maker in my room at my coffee bar with my coffee maker and Ninja Creamy.
Yes.
You've got it all set
I'm an ice
up.
person. I'm just very into it. I want ice in my drinks.
Lukewarm water. No.
Yes, I'm not a fan.
No.
And the boy does not ice anything ever. Can I get you something? Sure, I'll take. Well, okay, here it is, lukewarm, whatever it is in a cup. Never mind, I won't ask again.
Maybe it was Fester the ice thief. Thousands of years ago, a guy named Fester was going to a volcano to find hot women to marry, and in order to not catch fire, he stole ice from all his neighbors.
Sounds like a devious plan.
Oh my goodness gracious. Anyways, they stoned him to death, and he is now said to roam around stealing ice for revenge.
Maybe that's what it is. Good old Fester.
Oh my goodness. Look for and buy a cell group for hunting equipment. Yeah, that's what that's.
Oh yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Dustin, I came so close to fall to a fail and turned into a win. I bought Reese's sticks at Home Depot, but went through a 10 register instead of U-Scan and ended up not taking them.
That's
beautiful.
Great.
100%.
Yes. It's little wins. It's always a little win. Baby steps. Not every day is going to be a great one, but you can make it through. Just make little small choices, baby steps. Give yourself grace when you do fail. You got this.
Like the other day, we've got this this plastic container up in our thing that's got these little serving sizes of pretzels for the girl. And I'm digging through it, and I swear to you, I saw a Crunch Bar in there. Then I started digging for that Crunch Bar, and I couldn't find it. It was like one of those spooky stories. It's like, once upon a time, I thought I saw a Crunch Bar, but I couldn't find it.
Well, good thing, because you don't.
It was one of the little tiny ones.
You don't need.
I know I don't, but I was like, ooh, a Crunch Bar.
Not to mention, it would have been from Halloween. So how good would it have been?
Delicious.
No.
But I was like, because I had found one in there, and that's one thing I talked about on one of my Sunday morning lives. Like, I found one in there one day. I think I even told you about it, but kind of offhand. I found it and I ate it, and then I kind of took it and kind of stuck it in the corner of the trash can, just kind of shoved it in there a little bit for some like you're hiding it. Like I was hiding it from somebody. Like, who would care I ate a little miniature piece of chocolate?
Those are bad habits. If you
I know,
feel like you have to hide what you're eating, then you're probably making the wrong choice.
Well, that's the thing. That's why I was like, I need to talk about that, because I was like, even as I was doing, I'm like, why am I doing that?
I do that. I've always done that my whole life. If I eat something that I know is bad for me, I will try to hide the evidence every time. Always. Even like if you and I both agree and we have our bad day, our bad meal, whatever. If I eat the leftovers the next day, I try to stuff the trash down into the trash can.
But it's such a weird
thing. I ate it anyway because it's not in there.
Yeah.
It had to be me because nobody else lives here.
Right.
I'll still hide the trash.
It's weird, isn't it?
It's compulsive. I can't not do it.
It's so weird.
If you feel you have to hide the trash, you know you're doing wrong. That's
yeah, it's like, and I've done it, and I'm like, in the process of doing it, I'm like, why am I doing this?
No, I do.
These are like legitimate things. Like it's so important to talk about.
On New Year's, when I got the Cinnabon, and I even told you I ate the Cinnabon, I still shoved it in the trash upside down so he didn't know. I told him.
She was
I
texting me
literally texted him and told him I'm getting this, and I still hid it.
because I was at my friend's house for New Year's Eve and we were playing like Cards Against Humanity in the basement, and he was like, or she was like, hey, I got me 2 Cinnabons, and I was like, all right, babe. I mean, I was having some whiskey and whatever, and I was like, right on.
Yeah, it was New Year's. I was by myself. I was going to treat myself. I still hid it. The psychological.
Oh, that's a good thing. Sportsman's Warehouse. Right. There's Sportsman's Warehouse in Brownsburg, Jackie. My brother works there, but he works in the fishing department.
Yeah.
But they do
hunting and fishing aren't too far apart.
I mean, they're in the same store. But I mean,
F you.
I hear you. But yeah, just take it in there because they do use stuff in there. They sell used firearms and all that stuff.
Yeah.
The fact that I talked to the cashier made me change my mind. That's the thing, is like talking it out. Yeah. They don't care, but it's still something that's, you're like, you shouldn't do it because you don't want to. Deep down inside, you don't want to, regardless of how your body's like, do it.
Well, and I don't know how everybody else feels, but inevitably, every time I get what I really want, it's never as good as it should have been.
Right.
It's never that great.
And it's always over so fast. And like,
it's gone.
Or like, even if you do like usually the first couple of bites are so good. Like I've even noticed that with like, I'll make like a Ninja Creamy, and I'll like the first couple of bites, you'll taste like how good it is. And then like after a while, like I don't even taste anything at all. Like
it's just cold.
It's just cold. There's no flavor. And it doesn't matter what it is. Like I've noticed it. I mean, I was kind of knew it was like that with like pudding or any kind of ice cream or cake. Like the first couple of bites are usually really good. And then after that, you kind of stop tasting it and it becomes more of a texture thing. Like with me, like pudding, it's all about the texture. Or ice cream, it's all about the texture. Pie or whatever it might be. Anything that's good, like macaroni and cheese, anything you eat that you shouldn't be eating, that you're eating a lot of, especially for someone like me that still really does deal with like overeating, food addiction as a whole. There's a big texture. It's a comforting thing to continue. That's why I probably smoke cigarettes.
Did
not
do.
Well,
did.
Yes, smoke cigarettes. I quit 13 years ago, almost
You're
14
not
years
putting
ago.
the D on the end of it.
Whatever. I quit a long time ago. Anyway, but I mean, like like just that hand to mouth movement, that just it gave you something to do. Like I always just say, like you're never bored if you're a smoker, because you always have, like, whether you have to go outside and smoke, or whether you would just sit and watch a movie and smoke, or talk with friends and smoke, or even like we would just go to Denny's and smoke all night long and drink coffee or soda. So we would just sit there and shoot the shit all night long, smoking cigarettes. What we would do, we were never bored. Even when we weren't even old enough to go to the bars, we're 17, 18 years old going and smoking cigarettes, whatever.
Yeah.
19, 20 years old, still couldn't go to the bar.
Wow. But yeah, all those little small choices, small wins, celebrate them, and do give yourself grace, because there's going to be days. It's consistency over perfection. There's going to be days where that chocolate bar might win. And that's okay. And then you get back up and go back to it again the next day.
Yeah, she said she's got all that in her room, so she doesn't go back downstairs. I'd like to have like a wet bar in our room.
No. I'm not dealing with it. There's a toddler in our room a lot.
Maybe when she's not a toddler anymore.
Because it's going to be better when she's a teen, right?
I mean, she's not going to want to drink she might want to drink our coffee, but...
Yeah, it's not going to be better when she's a teen. I'm just letting you know.
She'll be here less.
I hope not.
I do hope not too, but still.
I mean, less time-wise, but not less.
And Stacy says, I like that you gave them to the cashier and showed him or them your before picture. Oh, is that what you did? Did I miss that? Oh, it went through instead of you scan. Okay, all right. And then he says, Fester stole the Crunch Bar. He goes off script sometimes since he's a ghost and he's bored. We tell spooky stories every morning. And this will be a new one, the Crunch Bar thief.
Yes. Crunch Bar ice thief.
And Jackie says, I was hoping to do a private sale because stores like to pay you less. Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Jennifer Lucas. Jackie and Jen are here. Do we have any ideas? So I think that the 2KK said that they'd be picking up their trailer or their fifth wheel or whatever it is, their camper, sometime around April the 4th. Maybe text me after this and we can see about that. Yeah, more for texture than flavor. That's the thing. Like sometimes, like the flavor isn't even that great. Like especially like early keto with us, and there was very little thing going on. Like sometimes the texture was so bad it didn't matter if it tasted good.
Yeah,
we wouldn't eat it.
A bunch of stuff we threw out because of it.
Oh, speaking of, we tried these Gatsby bars.
Ugh.
She didn't like it. I didn't think it was that bad, but I only had one piece.
Tastes like chemicals. They're bad. They're very bad.
They're 3 net carbs per serving.
They also have real sugar in it. So
and allulose is like the number one ingredient.
Yeah, but it also has sugar in it too. But it tastes very bad. It's not good.
There is no situation that you can't replace smoking with a water fight. Well, in my world, I was thinking like a gasoline fight.
That's probably a bad idea.
You ever? That was from what you call it? What's the movie where they're all male models?
Yes.
Blue Steel.
Yes. I can't think of the stupid
There was a
name.
sequel to it too that I never watched.
Stupid name.
Yeah.
It's the one model's name.
Zoolander.
Yeah.
Yeah. They had a gasoline fight for kids who can't read good.
I have to run to the restroom. I cannot hold
any
longer.
All right.
Water does that to me. Just after the cat finally gets comfortable, of course.
All right, so I'll continue talking to you guys. Al, what is with your nails today, buddy? Cutting me, hurting me.
He's out to get you.
Everybody's trying to hurt me. You know what?
My Friday.
So, how are y'all doing? Oh, this has been an interesting episode. I don't know how many of these we've done. Tomorrow, I know Neely was in here earlier. Tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, catch her and Lindsay Murphy. They go live for an hour and talk about all the things. They have a good time. Jen says that the first week of April, Joe suggested it would be hard to commit to any date till the last minute. So for them, it would be an impromptu gathering. I will follow up with him to be sure, though. Okay. So are we just going to continue on forward with the May date and then maybe have something with them? I mean, I'm okay with whatever. But yeah, so be sure to check out Neely's live tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with her and Lindsay Murphy. Then I go live at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in a vertical format. I've been finding it's kind of interesting because it brings in people who are maybe not familiar with the keto whole thing because they're just kind of flipping through the short shelf, and it'll pop up sometimes, and new people will come in and talk to me, and some people are looking for things, and some people just want to be a butthead. But I've gone through and put a bunch of words that will keep them from coming in and all that stuff. So. It's still kind of a fun new thing because it's gaining me some subscribers and stuff. So, yeah. Tomorrow is my chiropractor day, an hour away, but friend works there, so go get breakfast after my appointment. That sounds nice. I would love to go see like an actual decent chiropractor. The chiropractor I had wasn't very good, but I mean, I know that there's a whole like ebb and flow of who people think that they're legitimate or they're quacks or all that stuff. Just depends.
I will not comment.
I hear you. I understand. Yes, that sounds like she said. Yes, that sounds like it. Okay. Jaheel says, Dustin, you need an After Dark channel so we can discuss that video you sent me of that super classy lady. Oh yeah.
No.
Anyway, I do have an after dark planned. I just don't know when the date's going to be, but I have the thumbnail made, and it'll be late at night during the week, midweek, probably maybe like a late Monday night, maybe late Sunday night, maybe, depending on what her schedule is. If she works the next morning, I won't be doing it, but maybe like a late Thursday night going into Friday morning. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see how that all pans out and see if it's even worth. Because I mean, it'll probably be a vertical format as well. I don't know. We're gonna play around with it and see what we find.
I don't know.
So it has an amazing chiropractor. I love their chiropractor. I would love to. I mean, my neck and stuff is always so stiff. It's just the guy that I went to, he was just like, he'd pop my neck, and then he would like send me and have me on the table for like 10 minutes, and I would be going, and I'd be paying $75. I don't know.
To basically be in a glorified massage chair.
Yeah. I mean, it didn't even feel good. It felt not great. And she said she's been going since she was 12 on and off from bad car accident. I understand that. It's like I must have Ken watch this later, maybe not right after Bible study. Never explain tonight's video. He will have to see it to believe it.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Sometimes we can be a little much. I don't know, a little something.
I mean, hey, we're all grown-ups here.
We are all
adults.
Grown-ups.
I mean, we're not on the outside, we're adults. On the inside, I'm about in the 8th grade.
I still laugh at fart jokes. I can't help it. It's just
true.
a thing.
It's true. And we're around a kid all the time who's like,
that's true. That's very true. I am aged as an adult.
I am legally an adult, but act like and have the mentality of a 12-year-old.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. It says, Pat has Hub's crossbow, a compound bow. They will probably never actually get used again. Yeah. Timmy is not a grown-up. He's 5.
Well, he's also imaginary.
Yeah,
so, you know.
Yeah, we need to get Timmy a play date with our granddaughter.
I'm pretty sure they've already had one.
They probably have.
He's imaginary, so, you know.
I'm accused of being an adult because of my age. That's how I feel.
Same.
It's like, so was it Sunday morning, right after my Sunday live, the middle child called. He had a blowout on his car. He had hit a pothole that was really large and outlined in orange spray paint. And
he's not the best driver.
He was like, it was the first one. I'm like, there were 3 and they were all spray painted orange. He's just not very like observant, I guess.
Of some things.
It terrifies me with him driving.
Driving is not his best skill.
No.
I wouldn't say it's his worst skill, but it's certainly.
And
not
then I had followed him down Raceway Road after we got his tire changed because he needed to get some air in his tire. Mm-hmm. And like I pull up behind him because I needed to go right to get the girl. He needed to go straight to go in the gas station to get air. Mm-hmm. And like he didn't pull up far enough for me to go around him. And so like I beeped my horn at him and he just sat there. I'm like, and I called him like, you were the most unobservant person. He goes, what? I was like, I beeped at you. He goes, I didn't know.
He's just not. Driving is not one of his top skills.
Yeah. So we got him. So we got his car taken care of. But the thing is like when he has my old car, and I had to get new rims put on my car. They were aftermarket rims. They're fancy aftermarket rims, but they were clearance aftermarket rims. So I got them for like $80 a piece because I didn't have a lot of money. And they came with locking lugs, which locking lugs are basically just a weird shape that you have to have a specialty like insert to then use like your tire iron to get the wheels off. And they're all different. So you can't just go and order them because they're all different. And he's had a couple of them for the car, but they always break.
Or get lost.
Well, they've never got lost. They just get broken. They just split down the middle because they're only really meant to be used to put the tire on or if you have to change your spare. But we had like that car's been through like 5 full sets of tires.
Poor design. The tire size or
Mhm.
something is off to where it doesn't even matter what brand of tires you put on it, they inevitably pop.
Yeah.
It's just something is not right with the car.
Danny says, if your show's after 8, I won't be watching live. I actually
That's
had this
okay.
Saturday was supposed to be Jason from Just Jason Keto and More. He has messaged me and he says that he is not going to be able to make it. So I'm pushing his out. So I'm not sure when we're going to reschedule it for. But I have an opening Saturday for if anybody wants to come on and talk with me Saturday. I will post this on the community tab as well. If you have anybody that you know would like to come on and talk with me, if you're interested in coming on and talking with me, any of you, whether you have a channel or not, I mean, I would prefer to have somebody who wants to share their story and have a good time and just talk. It's nothing, you've seen me do this a bunch of times. It's nothing,
Nothing fancy.
Yeah, nothing fancy. Sharon says, it's time to bounce, shower time. Have a great evening. Thank you for being here, Sharon.
Have a great night.
Yep.
Sorry about the
Enjoy your shower.
Sorry about the Google searches.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, we're all adults here. Timmy's dad says, Timmy is 5. He's a Pisces with a Taurus moon, and he is 3 feet tall. I don't know how tall 5-year-olds are.
If he's only 3 feet tall, he's probably short for his age.
I don't know. How tall is our girl?
She's over 3 feet tall.
Yeah. But she's still little.
Yeah, but she's still over 3 feet tall.
She's about half my weight, so she's about half my size.
If she were half your weight, I'd be concerned.
Yeah, she's like 44 pounds. And she's so skinny.
If she were half
you
your
can
weight,
like
I'd
count
be
her
concerned.
ribs from across the room.
Yeah.
But she eats sort of.
Sometimes. Depending.
Yeah, North Raceway Road. So once you're going up, so on Raceway Road, north of 136, once you kind of come up, if you're familiar with it, you kind of come up.
Cross the railroad tracks and go over the hill.
And you go over 74, yeah. And then you come up where 45th Street is, where it kind of comes
46th.
It kind of comes in and around. Then you gotta go.
That newer housing development is on the right-hand side, and there used to be a sharp S curve, and now they've sort of smoothed it, so it's not as sharp. Right there is
there's like 3 gigantic hot tub-sized potholes. Like you have to like get almost in the other lane to not hit them. So, but they are outlined in orange spray paint. So even if it's dark, you should still see it.
Hopefully, if you're not going too fast, because that's probably what happened.
Well, no, those things are deep.
Yeah, but if you're going fast, you may not see it.
Yeah.
And I used to fly down that road. I used to live off that road. We still live off that road, but
if I talked in my sleep. She talks in her sleep.
No, I don't.
You do too.
What do I say?
All kinds of weird stuff.
Like?
I can't repeat it here.
I do not, you liar. No, what used to happen is when the kids were little, and I mean little like through high school, they would ask me things while I was asleep because I would give them whatever answer they wanted to hear. And there was at least one time where I told them to vacuum the lawn and, told them to put things in the fridge, whatever, things that were inappropriate because I was asleep and they were asking me questions. So I'll respond. I just don't talk independently when I'm asleep. I will respond to your questions.
She tells me stories in her sleep.
I do not.
Shari says, Pennsylvania doesn't spray paint. I don't know. I think it's just the county that we're on.
Well, and I heard on the radio this weekend that they're doing a pothole blitz over this week. I don't know if it's the city or the county or the whatever.
Because Raceway Road's the county road. So like if you're
half is owned by Indy, half is owned by Hendricks.
Yeah. So 2 different counties.
Right.
So, but I mean, the fact that but these are so big, if they didn't spray paint around them, there'd be so many, they'd be just ripping tires off. Like broken ball joints,
there'd be severe accidents.
Yeah, those
people
are just
would get hurt.
Huge. like car damage. So, I mean, not just flat tires. So I mean, it tore his rim up and everything. Yeah.
Hmm.
So it says, I'm afraid I am more open to selling my body to science than to appear on camera.
Well, I'm cool with selling my body to science too.
You can list blowgun, darts. That's a lot to read. Instructions on how to make a potato gun, slingshot.
Everything but not your compound bow.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know the rules of Marketplace. I dislike Marketplace greatly.
Because it's just so like, it's still available.
Always.
Would you take $4 for that?
Can you hold it for me for 5 days? No, I can't. You're either going to buy it and you'll show up today and take it, or you can go somewhere.
Though there was a guitar on there for a long time. And finally I was like, it was a guitar that I wanted. And it was in my price range, which isn't very much. This is right as the pandemic was really kicking off. So I had a lot more time on my hands. I was like, oh, relearn guitar. And so I went ahead. I was like, I want this guitar, but I was like, we're going on vacation and I really can't afford it till after vacation. So if it's still available after vacation, I'll do whatever. And the dude like was like, okay. And then like it came in a case and it was like, you know, it was not a high-end guitar. It's still like a nicer beginner guitar, but the case probably costs more than the guitar itself. But he held it for me, and then I picked it up from him, and he charged me less when I met him. Like I was like, okay.
Yeah, I don't mind Marketplace for buying. I dislike it for selling.
Oh yeah,
it's just no, it's not worth it for me. And other people have great success with it. For me, no. I don't want 35 different people to text me in 12 hours and none of them to show up and actually buy the item. Forget it. The only thing I do like it for, as far as like selling or getting rid of stuff, is putting stuff at the end of the driveway and saying free. And then I'm on this street, come get it. And then I do get several texts that say, is this still available? And my reply is, if the ad is up, the item is available, period. But I don't like trying to sell on there. Too many people. They're just
said on
irritating.
eBay the compounds and crossbows are allowed. And then she's soon big for a 4-year-old. My sister and grand were 3 feet tall at 5 years old. I'm the giant among the girls in my family.
Oh yeah. So Pookie's 5, but she's over. Well, she was tall enough to ride the rides at Disney. So how tall do you have to be for that?
Like 40 some inches, 30 some inches.
I thought it was 46 inches.
The most rides at Disney are pretty like, what's the...
Yeah, she's like 4 feet tall. Somewhere in that range. But she's very tall. But most 5-year-olds are over 3 feet. Most, not all, obviously.
32 inches is basically 32 inches is like for like Tomorrowland Speedway. Barnstormer's 35 inches. Mine Train 38 inches.
She was tall enough to ride Big Thunder. She just didn't want to.
Yeah, she was also tall enough to ride Seven Doors Mine Train.
Yeah.
She didn't want to ride it afterwards. She did ride it the first time.
She sure did. Once was enough for her.
Jackie said she sold her Creamy today, a chair yesterday, and a Switch tomorrow.
Oh my.
I'd like to have a Switch.
The Switch. Let me. Do you want to ask one of the boys if they want that? Because they might buy it from you, and then you don't have to worry about selling it to some.
Yeah,
random.
text us about the Switch.
Send us a text about the Switch. I've got 2 boys who are.
Well, Jackson has a Switch.
Jackson has a Switch, but Solomon and Hunter
don't.
I don't think either of them do. So they may want to buy it. I don't want to sell it and say, yeah, for sure they do want to buy it, but they may want to. But.
Shauna said she did buy a second craft machine a while back on Facebook Marketplace. Great deal.
Yeah. I've bought a few things off of Marketplace and done very well.
Debating on selling my less used keto brick flavors. I just like the brownie the best.
I'm just
still, are you selling your kidneys? What's happening there? Like what's going on?
I'm still not a fan of keto brick. Just not what I've had.
It's okay. We still have the milk and cookie one to try, I think.
I don't It's a texture thing for me. I'm just not a fan. But
Jennifer says that BioLife pays $850 for the first 8 plasma donations.
yeah, if I can read that one. It says if the person backs out. Yeah, just let us know.
Yeah.
Because I can't promise they'll buy it, but they may be interested in. Both of those boys work at UPS, so they have money.
I would like to have a Switch just for those Mario games.
Yeah, we're not buying that.
I know.
Love you, Jackie. We're not buying your toys.
Trying to get out of debt, selling whatever I can to get my hands on.
I feel you. That's why I've been picking up extra shifts Friday. At work. So I feel that.
That the thing is like selling the plasma. It's like, but they want you there for like 3 hours for $100.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, or more. I think they make you wait. You just sit there all day.
Gots to make that money, honey.
Yes.
We all do what we gotta do. Like I said, I've been picking up an extra shift every week at work. I worked Monday this week, and that was mistake. But I'm gonna be paid to be there, so that's fine.
You liked it. You like being at work.
I do like being at work, but Monday was a rough one.
Yeah.
Actually, the morning was good. The afternoon, not so much. The afternoon was a bit rough. But, you know, every day can't be a holiday, right? Let's see. You're not keeping up with the things.
I know. I'm being funny. Let's see. We have a Switch. Been playing Skyrim way too much. I don't really have a thing for video games, but I like the way that some of the newer Mario games look. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I would enjoy playing them. That's the thing. 2 hours for the first trip. Normally an hour after that.
That's not bad.
You can watch YouTube videos while you're donating. Get your arm out.
I keep getting texts and phone calls and emails.
He's too busy sending me bad ideas.
I agree. I keep getting texts and phone calls from the Indiana Blood Center. They want my A positive blood. We're in a shortage. We've been in a shortage.
I have A+ too.
Yeah.
We both pass our blood test every time.
Yes. The only test you don't have to study for.
I know, right?
There's a blood shortage nationwide. It's not getting better. So if you can donate whole blood at your local blood center, that would be a good thing to do. Help out other people in the community. They don't pay you for it. They do have crackers after or cookies if you choose to curb it up after.
Take some bread, some bacon sticks or whatever.
Yeah, bring your own bacon. But they've been calling me off the chain. They really are in short supply. So, but
Jackie thinks she's O positive.
Oh, if you're O positive, that's one of the wanted ones. That's hard to come by. Any O blood is hard to come by.
Are you type O negative?
O negative is the universal donor.
Don't they pay for that one?
No, they don't pay for any. It's all donation. But
I remember, you run across those people that will tell you stuff, even though you know it's not true, but they're like all matter of fact when they tell you something like, my blood type's so rare, they pay me to donate blood. I'm like, oh, well, that's donate, pay.
Well, O negative is a universal donor. That means that if you're in a car accident, regardless of what type of blood you have in your own body, if they have O negative, they can give it to you. And hopefully save your life. It's a universal donor and everybody can receive it.
Shauna says she's a really hard stick.
Yeah. A lot of people are very difficult sticks. If you talk to your local blood center and let them know that when you're scheduling your appointment, they may be able to kind of get you with the best of their best. I am a very easy stick, and I've even had a traumatic instance with Indiana Blood Donors. Or blood center or whatever it's called, IBC, because I have fabulous veins. They stick right out of my body. I don't know if you can see that. but not just in my hand, all the way up. They stick right out. You can see them at all costs. They're always there. They don't roll. They don't bounce. They don't flatten out as long as I've had some water to drink. They are always like bounding out of me. But so they, when I went one time, because they use a 16 gauge needle, which is a very large needle. The guy, excuse me, my stomach just totally talked really, really loud and interrupted me. Anyway, the guy doing it obviously was not as good as he thought he was with a stick. And mind you, I draw blood and poke people for IVs all the time. And some days it's your day and some days it's not your day. So it must not have been his day, because he dug around in my arm for about 20 minutes to where I finally looked at him and I said, I think you need to get your supervisor. Like, either that or give me the needle and I'll do it myself. And he finally got it, but my whole arm was sore for like 3 weeks.
That's like what Jackie just said, like they messed up her vein and had a giant bruise. Shauna says like she feels like when she tells people that she's a hard stick, they take it as a challenge.
Some people do. They see it as a challenge. Your best bet is to say, if this isn't something you do regularly, could you get somebody else who does? And some people are going to be offended. It is what it is. But it's not a challenge to their skill. It's a challenge to get it done without hurting you,
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes there's nothing to do about it.
Jackie said, yep, she's O positive.
Yeah. If you can donate, O negative is a DU positive. I don't know what DU positive is, but O negative, which is your RH factor. O negative is a universal donor, which means your blood is in very short supply. And if you can donate, Jen, that would be really helpful to the community. I don't know what DU positive is, though. I'm going to Google that.
Hashtag DU positive.
Hashtag Google.
And I just want to take a moment while she's doing that to say thank you to all of our members. I appreciate each and every single one of you, and even the ones who are not members. I love all of you. So thank you for being here, watching, and supporting us by watching, commenting, hanging out with us. Jackie says, I think you can do the whole and plasma, but not sure about the rotation. Jahil says, they can never find my veins except for the ones at the top of my hand, but it's so painful that I say no. I just tell them to keep jabbing until they find one somewhere else.
So you would hate me, because when I need to draw blood, I don't use a 16 gauge needle the majority of the time. But when I need to draw blood, the first place I'm going to look is your hand, because usually the veins are very superficial and easy to hit. And if I blow something in your hand, I still have your whole rest of the arm to go through. So I usually start in the hand first. That is, unless I get somebody who's going to fight me.
Tell them to do it with a butterfly needle in the hand, and they do, do that when I haven't drank enough.
Yeah. If I don't have enough fluid, my veins stick out anyway, but if I, like the other night, was it Monday night, wasn't it? When the boy came over? Had to have been Monday night.
Last night?
Yeah.
Yeah, he came over last night.
Yeah. I was sitting at the kitchen table and he was just like, oh my God, Mom, look at your hands. And I'm like, what? My veins were like popping out like significantly. And he was like, are you okay? And I was like, I'm fine. I just didn't get as much to drink as I normally do at work. And I'd had a long day of running around in circles. So I was probably a little bit dehydrated. I think I'd only gone to the bathroom once the whole day. So, I needed something to drink. You can see it on me. When I'm dehydrated, you can see it. And he was like, you're going to drink that water now, and I'm going to go get you another one. So I'm going to give you that. I got to go fix the beep. The beep.
So I haven't donated blood in a long time. But typically I would donate blood at work, because they would always have like the blood banks come in. And when I worked at the warehouse for a long time, I would always donate when they would come in there. But they didn't come in too often. I don't think they would let them come in too often. But at the office's jobs, I'd always donate. Because I mean, you take an hour, you're getting paid to donate blood. So, you're actually getting paid to donate blood. So you're getting paid like $20 or whatever your hourly wage is. $11, whatever you're making for me, But yeah. Nan is here. Thank you so much for being here, Nan.
Thanks for coming in. Oh, my nose
Jackie
is
says I'm so
itchy.
cold right now. My veins have receded to my center. You need to tell, like, what kind of blanket did you get for Christmas?
Oh, I don't know the brand. I'll have to look at the brand. Cheyenne got me a heated blanket for Christmas, an electric blanket. It is the best one I've ever
It's a dual
had.
zone. It's a queen size dual zone.
And it gets hot, like set you on fire hot. It is so, so nice. And I've had a lot of heated blankets that are like, they're okay. Or they're okay and they last for a week. And then they gradually get not as hot anymore. This one has maintained its heat since December. And it gets like hot enough I have to turn it off.
She's like selling, not buying, LOL. But I mean, if you're frozen, you need something to keep you warm at night.
I know. It's a very nice heated blanket. When you're at a point where you can purchase, I'll tell you what it is. Well, I'll tell you what it is when I remember. And then I'll tell you
it's
what
not
it
Sunbeam.
is.
It's the other brand.
It's not Sunbeam. It's a different brand.
And Jahil says, I'll keep the butterfly needle in mind for the next time. But my bony hands can't handle it. By the way, I'm at the supermarket listening with headphones on LOL.
Nice.
Well, that's better than...
You left Timmy at home alone?
How did you leave Timmy at home? I'm calling CPS.
We're calling imaginary CPS on you. How you dare.
Oh, my goodness. Could you imagine we left a girl home alone?
Oh, my God. That would never happen.
There'd be like makeup and stickers everywhere.
And the house would be burnt down.
I doubt that.
She would get hungry and need to make a snack. Or the fridge would be open and everything would be all over the floor.
So she got into makeup today.
Oh, my God.
Well, she can play with her own makeup.
She has her own makeup and it's real makeup. And it's okay for her to wear as long as she doesn't have a school day. I don't care what she does with it. I don't care where she puts it. She likes to paint herself all different colors, whatever. That's fine. Except for today. Today we went all pink. And I mean all pink. Both of her hands, front and back.
Face, neck, chest, everything.
All pink. Pinker than my sweatshirt pink. And she comes out of her room and she goes, "Look, Ma!" into my eBay room with her hot pink hands. And I'm just like, oh my good night. I can't. What?
Shauna,
no.
what are you doing? See, look.
Yes, he'll go to produce. Anyway, so she was so pink. I had to tell her to stop and stand still and not touch anything. So Pa could come upstairs and help her wash her hands. They were so pink. Anything she would have touched would have turned hot pink. It was ridiculous.
She's asking, whatever happened to those fancy futuristic vein finders?
Those things are crap.
But a lot of times they do like have an ultrasound team or whatever.
Oh yeah, an ultrasound is wonderful. They can use an ultrasound. I like that. I
There's
have
like
one.
a vac, what they call
work.
the vac team.
That team.
Yeah.
We have an ultrasound at work. I am working on being able to utilize it. I can find the vein, but finding the vein and advancing the needle at the same time is a skill I have not yet acquired. That is very good for those younger people who are used to doing all their video games online and being on the phone all the time because you're just looking at the screen and not at the arm. And I am a touch and feel person, so I'm always looking at the arm. Nope, I got to learn. I've got to learn to focus my attention on the ultrasound.
Yep, less than 3.
Shut up. Vein finders, the ones that like light up overhead, those are terrible. Those things are useless junk. I don't know why they ever created them. They are the worst.
I left Timmy watching this live. He was sketching your faces so we can do an oil painting later.
Yes.
Her, so we can do a cat butt photo, a cat butt picture.
Yes, I need a cat butt painting, please. Tell Timmy to get on it.
The tail going.
Yes. That's what I need Timmy to work on.
My last surgery, I had 2 ER nurses take 3 tries each.
Oh. Yeah, next time just ask him to come down with the ultrasound.
Just send the VAT team.
Send the VAT team.
No. Vatman.
Vascular access team. VAT.
They have to roll in the equipment sometimes for me. I always tell them to give me their one stick wonder.
Oh, see, now I tell my patients I'm a one stick pony. I'm going to poke more ice.
More ice.
Who would have thought? I will poke you one time. And if I don't get it on one time, I'm not going to keep doing it. I'm not going to torture you for fun because it's not fun for me either. A lot of the time, I will get it, but some of the times I don't.
Sure. Ooh, ah.
Yes, cat, but ooh, ah. Anyway,
42
but
while we wait, Sydney.
Right, for getting labs, I've not ever had an issue with, but yes, I'm
planting eggplants.
I'm glad we will be in your thoughts.
We love you, Stacy. We'll see you soon.
Have a great night.
Good night. I just checked for eggplants. It's the first thing I did when I walked in, but they had none. Guess I'll settle for a cucumber Tuesday.
Yes, that is perfect, Jill. Perfect.
Ribbed for their pleasure. Anyway, just call me some of the time.
Yeah, I don't hit every time. I mean, IVs, again, it's one of those, it's your day or it's not your day. Sometimes you can get it, sometimes you can't. Sometimes I've had patients who have veins that just jump right out of their body and they look like you could get them, and you go in and the vein flattens out entirely and there's just no luck. And I even had our go-to expert with the ultrasound. Her name is Jessie, and she's amazing. And she has gone in on one of my patients and had to poke them like 4 or 5 times with the ultrasound because their vasculature was so poor. So sometimes it's an easy win, and other times it's a meh, sorry. On the plus side, at this point, working in ICU, the majority of my patients are sedated, so they don't know what I'm doing to them. What?
I see you too. Shauna says, I let a student try once. Then they got to learn what it was when someone passes out. Good education material.
Yes.
I wanted to go into phlebotomy. Not sure why I ever pursued it.
Oh, well, she never pursued it. It's fun.
That's what I said.
You said ever.
Never.
It's
ever,
fun.
never,
I enjoy
ever.
it. I kind of keep a ticking board in my head as to how many I hit and how many I miss. I like it. It's like baseball stats. This many wins, this many loses, this many attempts.
You're batting 300.
Is that good or bad?
It's bad. Well, I mean, in baseball, it's probably good because
you're batting 25, so
batting 500. I mean, or batting 1,000 would be perfect.
I'm pretty good. I'm not great. I'm pretty good.
Good night, Brenda. Thank you for being here.
Have
Sleep
a good
tight.
night. Thanks
Don't let
for
the
coming
bed bugs
in.
bite. If they do, take your shoe and beat them till they're black and blue. Mine tuck and roll and run. I never give anyone more than 2 tries. Then I just say, next contestant, come on down. What have they won?
An opportunity.
Wom, 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 wom.
Yeah. Shauna, for letting students try, I will tell you that students are wonderful. I love having students. I love teaching them things. I like getting them, to try new things they've never done before. I will tell you from experience, there is one place you should never allow a student to try, and that is in the ob-gyn appointment. Never, ever, ever let the student attempt.
It's almost time to make dinner. She's doing an egg roll in a bowl with leftover tri-tip. So eggplant with just the tip.
Yep, that's what I heard.
Anyway.
Oh, we love you guys. It has been just fun. Just fun tonight.
Yeah, nope.
Yeah. Long story short, ow, 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 ow. Anyway, way too much TMI tonight.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, maybe I'll fast.
Oh,
okay.
I'm sorry. We're ruining people's dinners and lives tonight. It's just a thing.
We'll see if anybody shows up next week.
Right? Might just be us. We'll
Yeah,
just sit here and talk to each other. Oh.
Maybe I'll try to.
I can't, you guys. You guys are awesome.
Oh my
Oh.
goodness. Jahil, do you want to be a guest on my stream on Saturday morning?
You should. You guys can be all the dirty together.
I might make James do it. We'll see.
Anywho, we probably need to get going too.
Yes.
Because
Anyway.
you have your other stream to get to. I need to food my face.
Yep. All right, everybody. I love your faces. She loves your faces. Thank you so much again for all of you wonderful people for coming in here.
We hope
chatting
you
with
had
us,
some laughs tonight.
laughing with us.
It was awesome.
Speaking of meat, I'm selling a meat slicer. How much? Hit us up with that because
He wants one.
I want to start buying the. She likes turkey, sliced turkey, and
deli turkey,
like the sliced deli turkey, and I can get it for like $2 or $3 a pound cheaper than buying it already at Costco than it already sliced. So yeah, let me know.
Yeah, text how much that is.
All right. Have a great night. Thanks for the laughs. I love all you guys. Thank you for laughing and coming along with us and joking about Eggplant Friday.
Taking
and
a small
cornhole.
trip into Dirty Minds.
Yes.
Sorry.
And again, thank you for all the members, all of you subscribers. And I hope to see you guys next Tuesday. And if you've ever thought about why our sign off is see you next Tuesday,
you should Google that too.
Yes. Or don't. Probably don't. But see you next Tuesday. We love all of you so, so very, very much.
Bye.
Bye.